Just spending a little time out in the shop here. Spend a little time out in the shop here. Don't got a lot of time. Not really working on a full-on project. Just starting to get colder, and the kindling box is could use some restocking. Just stocked up the fat wood. Got it in my little. If you didn't watch the video on the kindling box, you can go check it out. Got it in my little leather fat wood pouch there. And the rest of it I just kind of keep for kindling and little torch that I use. But that's not the point of the video. I figured I'd just kind of talk as I was splitting stuff. So ever since I kind of started the YouTube thing, I never really intended on even starting it. Never really intended on starting it. I'd originally just made a couple videos I made a video just to show a buddy something that I had done, and I just for the heck of it, I kind of just made it public the one day, and people started watching it, and I was like, oh well, if other people are enjoying it, maybe maybe they'll like more content. So I just kind of continued and kept going, and it kept growing. And during all of that, I never really branded the channel in any kind of way. I never went out and started any of this with any kind of forethought or intention, I guess. Which is fine. Like I said, I'm not trying to. I've got no delusions that this channel's gonna get giant or anything like that. But it is growing quicker than I was expecting to. So because of that, for a while, I've thought about kind of rebranding the channel. Because the channel name right now is just kind of a mix of my name, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is kind of hard for people to remember. It doesn't really stand out. Even when people kind of like tag me in something or reference me, it's kind of, it doesn't really roll off the tongue very easy. It doesn't stick out in people's minds, I don't think. So, my thoughts are to kind of rebrand the channel, or give the channel a brand in general. And I think I'm going to do that. I think it makes sense to kind of do it before I do the 1,000 subscriber X giveaway. In my mind, it least makes sense to do it before that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've kind of kicked around ideas for channel names, and I've kind of settled on one, which is Iron Ox Axe and Tool. The whole kind of idea behind that is I've got a science background in my formal education, and rust, which half the stuff I deal with here is rusty, is iron oxide, right? So Iron Ox Axe and Tool because I like axes and other tools like knives, right? So that's my idea behind the channel name. Maybe you guys hate it. Maybe you guys like the original one. Whatever. But maybe you guys like the original name better. My idea is not to make it less personal. But I would like to just kind of have a more branded, right? Like it's I don't know. I just like the idea of the channel being a little bit branded more, and I think changing the name will help do that. Well, it makes it easier to make, like, throw a logo out there. The logo sticks in people's minds. Yeah. If you're curious about this axe, it's a Tommy axe here that it's one of my favorite little hatchets. It's one that I declawed here. Kind of put a chamfer on it, kind of like a national pattern. I think I've shown it in some other videos. I've got it on roughly I think it's 22 inches. Maybe it's a little longer. Yep, just under, it's like 22 3/4. So 22-inch black locust handle that I carved for it. It's kind of a straight-ish lumberman's pattern. The idea behind the straight pattern, and I carved this years ago now, is that with a straight handle like that, because the Tommy axes, they're good for, they've got the hammer pull here, and many of them have that hardened pull. You can still drive tent pegs, wooden tent pegs, stuff like that. You can drive a nail into a tree or something like that if you need to, or a staple. And keeping a straight handle on that makes it efficient for that. But then you've got that fawn's foot that kicks down for when you're actually doing chopping and splitting like this. So. So yeah, I don't really have too much to say besides it's kind of like letting you guys know I plan on rebranding the channel. So if you guys are watching, you're like, where the heck do you go? Like, what, where's his usual stuff? And I mean, I don't plan on changing the content at all. It's still the same old stuff. Like I said, just rebranding. So you can look out for that. I'll probably do it. I'll probably post this video, leave it up for a week, and I guess I'll leave it up permanently, but give it a week or so, and then I'll start changing the logo on the channel and whatnot, and the name. So let me guys know what you think. I mean, it's kind of something that I want to do. I need to do. Not need to. I just, I don't know. It doesn't feel as official if it's since it's just kind of my random just username. I'd like a more official channel name, I guess. These Tommy axes, I know I've talked about them a lot, but they really punch above their weight. You throw down a longer handle, and it gets a lot of work done for a relatively light head. They've got great geometry. I can't speak highly enough about them. That's probably why I've got like 6 of them or so. And I always started doing that build with my son. But it's a full-size axe. I actually think a smaller axe like this, or hatchet like this, is probably more appropriate for a kid once he's ready. Still a ways off. So I'll probably end up doing another build for him once he's actually a little closer to the using age of an axe. So you can have something a little smaller and lighter to come out into the garage with, and you know, he can help me split kindling. He can be, you know, sitting in a little chair or stool far enough away that if he misses, he's not hitting anything important. No limbs, fingers, toes, anything that won't grow back. So I'll probably end up making him one of those eventually too. But this one's mine, so probably make one for him too. And then probably my daughter too when she gets old enough. She seems to want to be doing everything that her older brother's doing, so I'm sure she'll get an interest also. And she likes coming out and spending time out here too. She just turned 3, so she's even further out. Or is about to turn 3. This maple is hard stuff. It makes nice kindling though. I know you guys don't really see me use my X's a lot, because honestly I don't get a chance to a lot, but splitting kindling is one of one of the more common uses that I actually do use them for. This next coming year I'd like to get out and try to film some content actually using them more, but we'll see how time goes. It's tricky. So yeah, basically the whole point of this video is just to kind of talk about the channel rebranding. I'll throw a picture of the logo up here that I kind of made. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a terrible decision that I've already established too much of a name, I guess. If I've already too known under my current existing username, or if I should make the switch. In my mind, it doesn't make sense to make the switch, especially if the channel just keeps growing, and it's growing quicker than I honestly expected. Right now, we're sitting at just under 800 subs, so that's a lot. It's a lot more than I ever expected to be sitting in the garage and following me here, you know. Because really, I'm just a guy in the garage showing you what I like doing for fun. It's not like I'm trying to portray myself as some kind of expert or anything. It's just, I feel like it's just talking to some other buddies about a hobby that we enjoy. You know, it's not anything fancier than that. So to be talking to 800 of you is a bit odd, you know. I mean, it's good, but it's larger than what I was expecting. Clearly, I need more practice. Honestly, these ones that are too big to fit in the bandsaw or the box, I'm just gonna take over the bandsaw and zip it down. Lean them in there though. So I guess I don't really have too much more to say. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more fun stuff to come. Like I said, even though I plan on rebranding the name of the channel, the content is not going to change at all. I still try to upload, once a week. Shooting for. I've been pretty consistent with it. Sometimes if I've got some extra stuff going on, I'll do more than one, or I'll throw like an extra short or something in there. Usually try to upload once a week. I usually try to upload like Saturday mornings, so like early Saturday mornings, like 6 a.m. or so. So that way, if you guys are sitting around on the weekend, I usually have the video ready earlier than then. I shoot for it. Doesn't always happen. So that way, if you guys are sitting around not doing anything on a Saturday morning, you got something to watch. I think that's about all I got. I'm dragging it down at this point. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining me in general. Like I said, it's a lot more people than I ever kind of expected to be tuning in, which is neat. It's a fun experience. I enjoy sharing the hobby and chatting with you guys about all of the the projects and the axes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a fun adventure so far. We're gonna try to keep it going. So it'll just be under a new name. So appreciate everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more stuff coming up.